young people, you have to recruit them, you have to retain them, you want them to be productive, presumably happy. You've talked a little bit about that, but I wonder if there are other things that we could learn from you about how young people in space are interacting.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of misconceptions about how, at least from my perspective, how millennials engage in the workplace. I think what's really interesting is that a lot of spaces, they design from what I think they think millennials want. So it's like you'll see, ping pong tables and arcades and beer on tap, which are all cool things, right? But those cool things don't necessarily translate to what young people want or what makes young people from a space perspective more productive. I do think across the board, a lot of young people do appreciate things that are more communal and open, and those are the trends that we've seen in this millennial generation, or at least studies that we've seen. I do think that people are generally more expressive and communicative. And so I think when you have physical barriers like in cubicles, that tends to be kind of counter to what is at least trending in the space.
Does your space reflect you as a leader? Does it reflect the culture that you're building for this young organization?
Yeah, I think both. I mean, my office here in DC is a total reflection of myself. I think when I found it, it was, just the fact that everyone knows one another, and it's not, sometimes I think that there's some spaces that have become really popular that are great, but it's more transactional. It's more about the desks that they're filling, right? This is more about the community that you're in, and do we have shared values? And that was something that was really important and vital to me. Acoustics play such a strong role. Like, how many small spaces within your space do you have that you can go in and be able to have a private conversation? But also, how is the space designed in a way that allows for quiet? Because sometimes I've been to office spaces before that are just extremely noisy and doesn't really allow for much productivity. And so I think especially when you're building your own thing, like you oscillate from wanting to be social and also wanting to have your own space and time to get things done. And so really being able to find something or to be able to create a lifestyle for myself that allows for both type of scenarios.